Welcome to Module 2 of Green Mile Driver Training. By now, you've done your initial account setup and navigated to your first stop. Once you arrive to your first stop, on the bottom right, you're going to hit the Arrival button under the stop you're arriving at. What that's going to do is start a service timer for that stop. Once you've arrived at the stop, there are a couple options that you have if you cannot service the stop. If you go down to the bottom left and hit More, there is Redelivery and Undeliverable. Redelivery is when you get to a stop and you cannot service it at that time, but you plan to go back to that stop later in the day. So if I hit Redelivery, it'll give me a list of reason codes to choose from. So let's say you got to the store before it opened, but you want to go back to it later. Hit that, and then you hit Select on the bottom right. It's going to say, when would you like to go back? You can put a specific time if you'd like, or you can hit Do Not Report Time, and the system will put it back in where it feels logical. So for now, we're going to hit Not Report Time. So now, when we arrive at our next stop, we're going to hit Arrival again. And let's say this one, we get to the stop, and the freezer's down, so we cannot service this account at all today. We're going to go down to the bottom left, hit More. We're going to hit Undeliverable. Freezer broken. Select, and it will acknowledge the stop is canceled. Now let's say you get to a stop, all's well, and you're ready to service it. You're going to hit Arrival on the bottom right again. And now the service timer for that stop will start. Once you've hit Arrive in Green Mile, you would then go into MOPS, do all of your normal MOPS procedure from enter store all the way through exit store, and then you would come back into Green Mile and hit the Leave button on the bottom right of the screen. Now at this point, it's going to show any surveys we have applicable. We're going to discuss surveys in a separate module so we can go into detail with it. So I'm going to skip through it for now. Now, throughout the day, if the system finds a more optimal route, it's going to give you this pop-up. It's going to say, hey, better route ahead. We're going to this stop next now. If that works for you, hit accept. If not, you hit select another stop. Choose the stop you're going to next, and it will re-optimize accordingly. So that is the basic stop procedures.